Hello, welcome back to my channel, Marcia Van's Art. Today I want to flip through 3 journals that I have created for spring. As I showed on Facebook, I would be showing today on Sunday a flip through. So let's get started with this one. I'll give you the measurements and all the details as we go through. So this journal measures 5.5 wide by a little over 8 tall. This journal is called Songbird. And on the front here we have a bird with a charm made by me, a tassel, some ribbon, lace on the edge. The principal digi here is from Shabby Dabby Doodah, and I added a flower on the side and the buttons on the side of the navy here to enhance the side of it. So let's open up and see what we got here. Inside, down here, it's called Seek Stillness. As birds are often a still time in our life, I guess I could say, where you sit and watch their goings on and their activities. So I thought that was a nice note to put there. Inside here is just a pamphlet where you can write some notes. I put collect beautiful moments at the bottom, teacup and some papers, some stenciling, and a lady is here seeking her stillness, and it slides right back in there. Next is our next page, which has this little envelope which flips up and comes down, and you can write some more of your sentiments in there. If you're bird watching, perhaps you would put the name of the bird in there and where you saw it and what time of day and what year. Here is a pocket here behind this where you can put a tag if you choose, but I enjoyed seeing the pretty digital behind it, so I left it blank. I don't recall the name of the digital maker who made this paper. Sometimes it's really hard to keep track of all these talented people who are creating these papers. This I created from coffee dyeing and using some doilies, and that's a whole nother process. I usually let them dry in the oven. Some people put them outside, but I find it easier just to put them in the oven at a very low temperature. And then you stack books on top of them to flatten them. So moving along with the little songbird here. Another place to put a tag. You can slip up underneath here if you have something that you want to keep a memory of there. Again, another paper that I created using doilies. And on this side, this little memories slides up, and inside is a nice writing space for your notes. There's always something to be grateful for is a quote from a digital maker called G. Kerr. She lives in Portugal, and she always has beautiful little quotes. So I ordered some from her. And this blue lace here, I saw it at Joann Fabrics and just had to have it. And here we have a place to write on the back, and the lovely lady from Shabby Dabby Doodah. Some lace. This is actually tatting, originally made by someone by hand, and another little piece from some braiding that I had. Some more Shabby Dabby Doodah's papers. Here is a little quote. It says, "Your feeder is a new food supply in the neighborhood, and sometimes birds will take a while to find it. Don't be discouraged. Try setting out sunflower seeds in obvious places to attract their attention." And again, if you have something you'd like to slide under there, it holds very nicely. I took this out of a book about birds, songbirds in particular, and this is about building their nests. Got some interesting information in there. This is a little flip out that I made. Inside it is a little note about things to check about your birds and the feeders. And then this just slides right back in there, right under there, and that holds it secure. Also, if you wanted to, you probably could stick something up there. And behind here, I left a space too for it to put something in there. Perhaps you'd want to, if you took a picture of a bird or just wanted to jot some notes down about the bird that you saw, you could put it underneath there. On this side, we have a place for a little card and stenciled paper and one of Shabby Dabby Doodah's little tags. The next page is a belly band, and behind it is something I created. A little booklet again, says "For You," and it's covered with some of my coffee dyed paper where you can write on the inside of it. And this paper, I believe, was from, let's see, I think it's Tracy Lee Crafts. This is a piece of her wallpaper. And this is hidden underneath here. You also can write here. And that just slides back under there and then goes back in its place and stays. This is just a little piece of paper I enhanced the top of this parchment paper with. Cute little place for inspiration. This is a William Morris wallpaper. Actually, it's a designer paper that I purchased it some time ago. Just stuck a little postcard in there. Some blank pages for all your journaling. Here's a little place for another little note if you want, and then you could tuck something behind it also. So this is songbirds, about songbirds, places to find them. And behind there I have tucked in one of my bookmarks that I painted, and then I adhered with the transparency in my little transparency machine. That's a little bookmark for you. And here's your songbird, and inside here is a card. Well, it's hiding. See if I can get it out. I know one thing to get it out with is some tweezers, but right now I can't find them. So see if my fingers can pull it. There we go. So there's a card for putting something in. This was made from one of these that was gifted to me by my niece, and I decorated it and turned it upside down and used it as a tuck spot. I demonstrated that in a video yesterday on how to use them to enhance an item. Over here we have more tags, 3 of them to be exact. And in here, I put together this with a little charm on it for you to write your notes again. Just a pretty element, pretty flowers. Again, this is Shabby Dabby Doodah's windows, and just some more pretty things to put in there. A little tag that will flip right up in there, and you can write on the back of that and the front if you choose. This is a die cut that I made with my die cutting machine, my Sizzix machine it's called. Here we have a daisy, and daisy is inside of this paper which I created. And then this little tag says inspire, and then this little piece in here comes out too. Here's a little lady. It must be raining. She's got her umbrella, and parapluie is French for umbrella, and there we have it on that page. And this is good for putting a picture, writing, whatever you would like to use it for. And these also can be used to write on. This says cherish today. Inside of this one is some paper to write on and an envelope that comes off, and when you're done writing you can put it inside the envelope if you choose. The songbirds again. Here's a sheet of music that I found that was appropriate. There where the birds warble sweet in the springtime. It says live in the moment. I'm grateful for what you want to put down there for that day. Lovely poppies. Taken from a magazine, actually from a book. And this says cherish. Look after one another in a loving way. This was a fun project. This was an envelope that I received in the mail that I turned into this pretty little tag holder. And this is the original copy of original painting that was painted in the 1800s. And a tag will fit behind it. And here we have another pretty tag attached to this paper, which opens up. Lots of room for writing. And then this will just close it that way. More places for writing. Another document I found and made a copy of it. Just another place to do some writing, just some interesting, because it's old. This paper here looks like it's older, so I thought it fit nicely in front of that. And again, from Shabby Dabby Doodah, one of her images, her bows, and then I put lace behind this, and it's all on top of some stenciled paper that I did. Another tag, place for a tag. Nice little, with birds, nice little place to tuck something. And finally, we're at the back. And another envelope that I made from a piece of mailing that I had, and just covered it and put happiness to feel happy within oneself. This is something that I purchased in they're like transparencies, and I put that inside of and on the back I covered it with coffee dyed paper so you can write on the back, and then it just fits right back in here. And that completes this one called Songbird. So there you go. Now the next one I called Gratitude Petticoat. This is actually petticoat. On the front cover, we have some beautiful lace. This is antique lace here. This is fabric that I purchased. Gratitude is from G. Kerr, one of her statements. Some old lace down here, and this is an old piece too. Threaded it through this stained seam binding that I colored, and so it holds it closed. So inside, let's see what we have. Okay, here we are with a collage of different laces and fabrics, trim, and right here we have a very beautiful envelope that you can write something in. Here's some tracing paper that I ran through my printer with another piece and got this lovely see-through. Here's a stenciling that I did on this one, and the petticoats on the side to enhance it, and it was a shorter piece of paper, so it was a perfect place to put it. Inside here we have some writing space. Let's flip this up. Inside there you can write. And here's another piece of tracing paper with images on it from scrapbook paper, actually, that I ran through my printer. Some more coffee dyed paper, enhanced with a butterfly. Here's another belly band that I made, this here. And this is a place for notes tucked in up underneath there. And then this can fit inside, and you can put more papers in there too. This is something I took from a yoga book. Colors are perfect. You can write on the outside here if you choose. More space for writing. A stencil of one of my stencil here, and then one of my stamps there. Music paper. Little heart underneath the bow. This I put a doily on top of my paper, which made a nice image, and you can write in here. Another belly band here with a postcard inside. And then behind here is a tuck spot if you wanted to put something else there. But it's so pretty the way it is, you might not want to cover that up. Here's a little place for a little note hidden in there. So cute. This, I believe, is Artie Mays. She's another designer. I believe she's from Wales, the country of Wales. More papers. This is a beautiful card. This is embossed with my embossing machine. And then I created the paper on there and put the lovely purple butterfly up there. So just to add a little bit of green to the book, and you can put on here maybe a couple of photographs. That would be nice. And this is the back side. The yoga. This is some tatting. More space for writing. This is the center. Again, this would be a good place for photos, family photos, or photos of nature, or whatever you would like. More place for writing. Here's a cute little element I added, and here's another place to add a note if you want to. Writing space. This holds this in, but let's now glue this in. I was waiting to do this until I was on camera. This again is one of those sweet little sacks that my niece sent me, so I'm going to use it as a tuck spot. I decorated it, as you can see, with a teacup, a flower, paper, ribbon, trim, and this is a little booklet here you can write on, and it slides right in there behind it. Just adds a nice, this is a glue called Fabrifix that works very well and it holds quickly. So we can actually move right on. Here we have a flip out, a great place for some writing. And you can write here on top if you want to. And inside here, again, you could put, if you're traveling, you could put different documents in there, things you've seen. Be fun. Just some a way to decorate here with the flowers, and you can write here. Another beautiful flower to decorate. This is a little round circle, which I love to work with, and it's a little tuck spot. Lace and fabric and a button to enhance it. And again, another flip out with a beautiful butterfly. And here we have, could be a bookmark, pretty little bookmark. And that slides right behind that. And actually this is paper here you can open up. And again, another place to write. Lots of writing space in this journal. There's no shortage of writing space. Here's our vintage lady. Again, good space to write something. Front and back. Slides right back in there. She looks happy. And here is another cute little bookmark if you choose. Lots of bookmarks in here. And it's slid into this tag holder that is already made, I believe. And I stenciled the background paper. This is a little postcard I put in here for you to write something. Some more of that tracing paper. And then finally at the end we have another spot, tuck spot, with a collage of fabrics. So that completes Gratitude, also called Petticoat. Couldn't resist the name Petticoat with all the pretty lace side here, you can see. Just reminded me of a petticoat. So we'll tie that back up, set it aside, and there's Petticoat. Last but not least is my third one, called Daisy. This is, as you can see, a beautiful laced piece, which just remove it this way, and it's tied with this lovely trim. We'll set that aside. It's beautiful lace, Hobby Lobby. Beautiful yellow see-through fabric, almost like a crepe de chine type fabric. And this cover is squishy. You can hear. I used a envelope that I received in the mail and covered it for this journal. It's a nice soft cover. It bends. It's very flexible. Feels good in your hand. So just a sweet postcard I put in here. I couldn't resist. It's such a cute. And you can write on the back if you choose. And here we have Daisy's paper. Again, a tag. This double pocket here I made. I put the trim and then added the ribbon up the middle of the trim. Thought that was a pretty little element. Sewed around the edge with my sewing machine. And over here is another beautiful digital paper, little paper clip with a old piece of trim on an envelope. Behind it actually is a beautiful little card where you can write something, and you can put it in the envelope if you choose. Some more beautiful paper. This is a wraparound held down with this sweet little heart clip. Now if I can get it back easily. There we go. A little tuck spot here, and this you can write on. It opens up. Nice little spot space for writing, and it will close back up. A little stamp I made and put on there, and it will slide right up underneath there. If you remove the envelope, this will still stay underneath the circle. This is a belly band, which I put together, and behind it is a little notepad, place to do some writing, a lot of writing actually. Just took a piece of my coffee dyed paper and folded it up and put a pretty image on the top. This is a piece of a painting that I did that I had copied and just cut it up. Again, old lace. Place for more notes. Lovely trim at the top. A place for more notes. This I stenciled to give a little decoration. This is a neat little fold out here. Folds out this way so you can write. When you're done, you can fold it back up. It says inspiration, and this little envelope comes up and folds down, and you can write another little sentiment in there. And this is a little tag or tuck spot down at the bottom for that card. On this side, we have another flip that is here, and 1, 2, 3, 4 pieces of paper, and then this little tag fits up inside there. And then actually you could probably put one behind it too, because this will hold it in the place, the paper clip. This is taken from one of those books that you can color. That was Appropriate Being a Daisy. This is another little tuck spot. If you're camping, it'd be a great place to write down and journal what you're doing. This is a sweet little card here, right on the back of it. I stenciled behind it, added this element here, which is an old piece, three layers, and put the little daisy in the middle. This is the center of the signature, and it has 3 little white tassels. And you could put whatever you would like in here, or just enjoy looking at it. Again, a good place for writing. A lot of writing space in this journal also. This is one of my stenciling. This is a double-sided tag, but you can put another tag underneath it, and it's a good storage space for your notes or your findings if you're traveling. It's another tuck spot, lots of tuck spots, lots of places to put your whatever you might be traveling and you want to save it. Great place to put it. Another place to color. If you want to color in this, you can. 3 great tags in here. 1, 2, 3. All held by this flower. Beautiful flower. Another, again, some more stenciling and a place to write. This is a story about the barn swallow by Longfellow, a poem. And so I added the barn swallow, date of sighting, location of sighting, and notes on this side. And it opens up and has a little story about the barn swallows for you to enjoy. And this little tuck here is a little flower I made, keeps it secure. It's another tag put in a little pocket here that we created. Here's a bird on a post. I couldn't resist. You have to have a bird on a post. He's looking out. Here's some embossed paper over this beautiful blue and white, and a tag from somebody, I can't remember who it's from, and inside lots of space to write. It's just a nice space to write with a pretty dress here, and again, another place for you to put your goodies. Stencil around here to give it some definition around the tag. Another place for a tag and a tuck spot, rather a pocket. Good place to write here, and I'm sure you can write in the back. Oh, surprise on the back. This comes out. You can write in there. Put it back. A book of discovery. Some more tags to brighten up your day. This little boy is going to drink his milk. A definition of a child is on there, and this little boy. So sweet. Flower I made to put at the top. Again, just a little decoration for the, looks like a heart. And it's again repeated over here on this card, which actually is an envelope. And you can then take it off and put something in if you want to. And now we're at the back with a great big card and lots of writing space on that, and more space to put whatever you would like to put in there. So that completes Daisy. So I appreciate your watching, and I hope you found this enjoyable. And if you're interested in purchasing one of these, you can contact me through the comments, and I'd be happy to accommodate you and let you know what the pricing is and how it could get mailed to you. So I hope everybody's having a good day. And I'll be back again soon with some more new ideas that I have. And don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. That would be very helpful to me. I'd really appreciate it. And let's hope for more good things to come. Have a great day now. Bye.